Hello everyone and welcome to the IRS International Racing Series, and we get straight into it with 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. It's a good start from Icebergs on the front row there as we just cut back to see VJ as we head into turn 1 now. And there's 4 cars, gaggle of cars heading in towards turn 2. Icebergs though all the way out in front. VJ just trying to get in on the act, back down there in P10 now. Trying to get around the outside of RTB Call as we head down, and the safety car has been deployed at the earliest of stages here in Baku, and the cars will have to stick to a delta time as they follow on through. And there's been a bit of contact from the wall there from one of the drivers. Safety car is out, and as we said, Iceberg is leading the race so far. VJ as well. Icebergs, as we know, second in the championship with 75 points. He's had 3 wins on the bounce, and VJ's lost a bit of his front wing there. A little bit of a touch onto the back of one of the cars, and he's lost a bit of front wing. Not what he needed in this early stage of the race. Icebergs will hold the pack back now then as we get ready to go racing. We're on board now with UK Vipers and now VJ, and the restart is about to go underway. Yellow flags of course deployed. They can't make an overtake just yet. They have to wait for the green flags to be deployed, and they're getting so eager. Is UK Vipers. He's trying to get all over the back of the Toro Rosso, and he's just sticking his car there on down the inside. VJ goes around the outside on the early stages. UK Vipers has made the move as well. They nearly touch, they do touch, and he's in the barriers. Yes, he's lost his front wing. Lost some of his front wing there. VJ now just trying to hold his nerve, just trying to keep his position at the moment. 6th at the moment, doing a good job, and solid at the moment. There's a bit of lag as we can see there, but it's okay. VJ hasn't lost any of his front wing, so good stuff from him there in the Force India car, and he's currently sat in 6th in the World Championship. He got a podium last time. He didn't finish last time in Canada, I should say. And Icebergs, as we know, still leading the race. Now VJ loses another bit of his front wing. He's on his red front wing damage. Not what he needs. As we head down the main straight, I imagine he'll pit. He was going to try and catch up to Vapid Coot, who was in 4th place. He's going to follow Cheesy Flounder into the pits, and out he comes again as we cut back to the shot. And doing well for himself there, VJ. Icebergs goes purple, fastest lap of the race so far, and the DRS has been enabled after the safety car was deployed, of course, in the earliest of stages of the race. And we can see now he's continuing to extend his lead. He is doing a fine job out in front there. He's just gone purple again in the 2nd sector, and VJ is just trying to close up to the back of Cheesy Flounder, who is... Oh, there's a bit of contact there. And the lag has just cost him dear there, and it's VJ still behind Cheesy Flounder, and nothing really occurring for him as of yet. Of course, he'll just desperately try and close the gap. Icebergs, as we've said, still out in front, goes purple again on a brilliant lap there, a 44 I believe that is. Good stuff there from VJ, the Icebergs. And we head into turn 1. There's a move. Cheesy Flounder up the inside of RTB Cool as we head into turn 1. Good move there. And now I think VJ is going to try and follow through. The Haas is in trouble. He's down the inside comes VJ, and he's made the move stick very nicely there. So good stuff from the Force India driver. Icebergs still just dominating this race really, all the way out in front. Absolutely no one touching him at the moment in the Force India. And these two guys doing very well for themselves. VJ just trying to close to the back, and there's another safety car has been deployed in this race, and we're only on lap 8, so there's been 2 safety cars in 8 laps here at Baku. That's very interesting. You don't often see that, and these guys are now going to have to work their magic with a strategy. Of course, tyre wear isn't too bad around this circuit, so in comes VJ now. Oh, that wasn't VJ, sorry. VJ is... We'll wait and see what he's up to there. And it was Icebergs, I do apologise. Icebergs is into 3rd place after coming out of the pits. He's now behind one of the leaders as he comes out of the pits. Now then, he's on the soft tyres meanwhile, so Icebergs has now got a bit of work to do in this race, and that's probably what he'll want. He'll want himself to feel honest, like there's there's a battle that he needs to win here today. It was one of the Red Bulls, and up to the back VJ comes onto Cheesy Flounder, and VJ is on medium tyres at the moment. Vapid there in P4, as you can see. Only 11 cars still in this race, and it's a very difficult track to get right. There are a lot of incidents that you tend to see around this Baku street circuit, and today is no exception at all. So as the safety car, I believe, will still stay out, and yeah, it's all looking very close. Safety cars, we can see there, is in this lap, so the leaders, or the leader, will brake to nearly a halt here, just trying to hold the cars in position, getting ready for the restart. VJ is one of those cars getting ready for the restart. Vapid Coot, and you can see there in 4th place. There is Cheesy Flounder. So you know what VJ needs to do. He needs to try and keep RTB cool behind him. And Icebergs will be looking very tempting on that Red Bull. Is Pelipoo up the front of the field there, I believe. So here we go then. The car's weaving. They're nearly 3 abreast as we head to the restart. Vapid nearly getting in the way. RTB Cool's made a move. One of the Toro Rossos, he's held the field up desperately there. And we go near the yellow flags are being waved, but this means green flags will mean resume racing, and Icebergs is trying to get into a position to pass that Red Bull as we head down the main straight yet again. I think he's not going to. I don't think he's going to get it this lap. It's very brave of him to try and get that position, and down the inside goes Cheesy Flounder on Vapid Coot there for P4. It's a good move there from Cheesy Flounder. Gets on the act very quickly indeed. And Vapid Coot has lost out there, and Icebergs meanwhile at the front of the field just trying to get closer to the back of the Red Bull. And Dandy, we can see here, he's trying to get on the back of one of the Sauber cars as he heads through the castle section, and down now we can see him as we clip towards the main straight. Icebergs will try to make a move. I think Dandy's going to make a move as well. The Haas car is down around the outside. It will be as he heads into turn one. They nearly touched. They touched it. He's hit the barriers. He's out of the race, Dandy. So he's out, but disappointment there for the Haas driver, and he's out of the race. 8 cars left in the race then, and massive impact for the Haas car. And there's a Sauber off, and the Renault's off as well. There's been a massive crash into the final chicane. Oh, that's not what they needed. Not what they needed at all. And the Red Bull, there's a Toro Rosso from the Red Bull, and of course we can see the finish. Icebergs is P3, so good stuff from him. Cheesy Flounder, we can see that, P4, and there is Vapid Coot in P5, and we go back on board with VJ, who is P6, as we head into the castle section with Icebergs. And following this lovely train of cars at the moment, it's very difficult if the slipstream glitch is in effect. Of course, it's very difficult to get a move done on this track with, a slipstream plays its role massively. It's a massive circuit for slipstream. You really do need it around here. And Vapid then is trying to hold his place, trying to hold 5th place from VJ at the moment. They're both on medium tyres. Bear that in mind as we head into the latter stages now. It's going to be very, very close indeed, I think, for Icebergs. He's just trying to get ever closer with 10 laps to go of this race. Still pretty close is Icebergs. And I think, there you go, there's a move. Nearly, no, the Red Bull can't get the move done. That'd have been close, and not this time. As we watch on board again with Icebergs, we can see that fight occurring at the front. Are they going to pit? No, one of them has. That was the Toro Rosso. The leader is into the pits, so bold move there from the Toro Rosso. And yeah, that's we're down to 6 cars in this race now. So VJ is into 3rd place. Good stuff from VJ. Can he hold these tyres to the end of the race, I wonder? That's what he'll be wondering as well, I imagine. And in the Force India, Vapid is P2. Oh, he's lagged a bit, but I believe Vapid is P2, if the screen's telling me correctly. As we see now, VJ heading down that back straight again. In fact, Vapid's actually going to get lapped here, I think. Vapid is actually under blue flag conditions. So VJ We'll have to try and get the move done on him pretty swiftly, I imagine. Meanwhile, we ride back on board with Icebergs as he heads down. We've got DRS. He's got all the momentum coming out of the chicane. He moves to the left-hand side. He's got the DRS now. He's going to be wide open. He's going to be hitting speeds of up to 230 miles an hour, which is equivalent about 360 Ks. It's as we head onto the brakes. He's up the inside. He's made the move very nicely there. So there you go. There's his move, and Icebergs is also in the lead of the race now, and the Toro Rosso that we saw come into the pits earlier on set the fastest lap of the race. 6 laps to go of this race, and it's still all to play for. VJ just I think he's been called into the pits here, and he will pit with 6 laps to go. So VJ is in, and let's watch the stop then. Let's see what sort of stop it is. It's a very good stop. It's within the 2-second bracket. Very good stuff from the Force India pit crew there. And we now ride back on board with Icebergs, who looks to be under severe pressure from the man behind him in the Red Bull. As we head down through the chicane now, the fastest chicane taking surely of the Formula 1 season. As we now, he's going to hit the DRS, I imagine, the Red Bull, but I don't think he's going to get anywhere near the Force India of Icebergs at this stage of the race, is he? No, not quite. So on the last lap of the race we are now, and we can see that the Icebergs is doing his stuff. He's doing a good job. He's still out in front. He's not being touched at the moment. This is very good racing from him, and he's around the final chicane for the final time, lap 26. This is his moment, Icebergs. He's going to take another step closer. It'll be his third win in a row, I should say. And here's the Toro Rosso trying to get a move done on Vapi Coupe for 3rd place here. I'm not sure he's going to get it. I think he might. He's going to try the cutback, try the switchback. Meanwhile, I think Icebergs is going to win the race, but Vapi Coupe and the red Toro Rosso are down the inside. They're side by side through the chicane. It's going to be... Oh, they've both touched and they're out. Vapid's out of the race, and so is the Toro Rosso on the latter stage as Iceberg comes across the line to take a brilliant win in the Baku Grand Prix. But now we wait for VJ and... see, well, he's going to finish 3rd, I think, now, because, yeah, there's 3 finishes in the end, but there are your final classifications. So of the drivers that finished, 3, Icebergs won the race, and good stuff there. And thanks for watching. We'll join you again soon.